guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is May, also known as Miss Leva here on YouTube, and I tend to do a lot of luxury, lifestyle, kind of fashion related videos. So if you are into that kind of content, I would love for you to consider subscribing down below. Now for today's video, I do have a review on one of my most preferred pieces, and that is my Louis Vuitton mini pochette. I do have a Christmas animation limited edition piece, so I'll go ahead and get into that, as well as showing you some wear and tear of the piece. And I also wanted to show you different ways in which you can use the piece. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. And this is the piece that I wanted to discuss today. Like I mentioned, it is a limited edition Christmas animation mini pochette, and this one in particular was the one that they brought out with the Eiffel Tower. They did have a lot of other pieces in the collection as well from different cities, but Paris holds a very, very special place in my heart, so I knew I wanted to add a piece that had the Eiffel Tower in it, and boy was it a mission to get a hold of. First of all, I was driving my husband crazy, as I usually do whenever I want a piece. And I went to so many stores, contacted so many SAs through the 1-800 number, trying to get a hold of this piece, and they would always say that it wasn't available or that I could be put in a waiting list. So that way, when one of them became available, they would let me know. Had no luck. Like I'm telling you, I was driving my crazy husband. No, I'm the crazy one. So like I mentioned, I couldn't stop talking about it, and I would tell my husband all the time who I was trying to get in contact with, what I was trying to do in order to have this piece. And I think he had enough of me, because he literally forwarded me an email and was like, check your emails. I never check my emails, guys. I'm so horrible at that. So he knew to tell me, go into your phone, check your email, and there was the confirmation of the piece, which he had been able to order through the phone, and I was ecstatic. I mean, it was a total surprise. It was supposed to be a Christmas gift. I think he told me like December 5th, December 6th. It was very early on in December, but I think he couldn't take me anymore of like driving him nuts for the rest of the month. So he was like, you know what, here's the confirmation email, it's coming. I did not have any mini pochettes in my collection at that time, so I knew specifically I wanted to add this piece. And then obviously with the print of the Eiffel Tower, they did have a lot of other SOGs in the collection. I know they had a wallet, they had the coin purse, but I specifically knew I wanted to add the mini pochette. I had been doing some research and I had heard amazing things of this piece. And as the crazy pouch lady that I am, I knew I wanted this particular one. I will make sure to do close up for you guys, but as you can see, the foil is just so nicely done on the piece. I love Vivienne with her little Alma. There you have the beautiful Eiffel Tower, which I'm totally obsessed with. I do think that the color choice that they went with the red and the pinks pops so nicely against the Damier Ebene. And then inside, it is their classic red color that they do offer in their regular Damier Ebene mini pochette. The only difference as well is that this tab usually tends to be the treated leather for the Damier Ebene or a raw vachetta for the monogram or the Damier Azur. On this one, as you can see, it is a beautiful red color, which also matches the interior. So I really love the whole combination of the piece. Now, like I said, I knew I wanted to add a mini pochette item into my collection just because I had heard such amazing reviews on it. But when I did start looking into like the animation collections and the prints on the actual canvas pieces, I had heard a lot of mixed reviews in that sense. There were a lot of people that had great success with their pieces and they had had no chipping on any of the foil printing. However, there are some people that unfortunately have not had such good luck. So for that reason, I was a little hesitant whether or not to add the piece. I am the type of person that when I add a new item to my collection, I can't seem to put it down. So I do really like to use it and enjoy it. Obviously to be able to get the most out of the piece, but also to be able to give a good thorough review if I get asked about the item. You know, if I'm using a piece once or twice a year, I can't really tell you how well it holds up. But if I've used that piece for months on end, then I can definitely let you know if it's a good one or not to add to your collection. Now, to go over some wear and tear, luckily enough, I've been one of those people that has had no wear and tear whatsoever on the print. I'll make sure to do some close-up for you guys, but there's no chipping. I mean, everything looks brand new, like the day that I brought it out of its box. I'm truly impressed, mostly because I really haven't put this item down since I got it. It's been almost 2 years now, and I want to say the first time I put it down was when I got my toiletry 15. I mentioned that in my previous video. I wanted to start giving that piece some use now, so I went ahead and put this one to rest for a little bit. But besides that, I've used it for about a year and 7 months, 6 months straight. So I'm pleasantly surprised. I've taken it to the beach. I've taken it on my work bags. I've had it on my crossbody bags when I go out at night. I've used it on its own. I mean, I'm telling you, I've definitely given this some love. So for that reason, I am totally shocked at how well the print has held up. And obviously super glad that it has. Now, the hardware is a whole nother story. Nothing crazy, but it does have a few chipping here on the top for the zipper. The zipper is still smooth as butter, so no complaints there. I feel like the hardware is a little bit duller than when I first got it. The gold is not as shiny as it first was, but that doesn't bother me. It actually has a pretty nice color overall. I mean, for how much I've used this piece, I can't complain. I also wanted to mention the inside of the bag looks pristine. I mean, I've used it pretty much as a toiletry bag, so don't get me wrong, I have been pretty terrified from time to time that a lipstick will pop, but thankfully I've had a lot of luck in keeping the inside pretty almost like new. And I do prefer for my pieces to have a pop of color inside rather than plain black. I've mentioned this before, but I feel like my items get lost when it's so dark. So for that reason, I do love that color of the inside, and it's very easy to move around. The opening of the piece itself, it's very comfortable. So like I said, even if you stuff it to the brim, you still can maneuver around it to find the pieces that you add. All right, so now that we've gotten through a little bit of a review on this piece, I did want to show you how I've incorporated it into my lifestyle and the different ways that I've used it over the time that I've had it. Obviously, you have the chain here, which I think is so cute. It makes it look like a little clutch. So for that reason, I think it's perfect to put it inside of your bag, especially if you're traveling and then you want to go out at night and you don't want to carry such a large bag. You have the option to carry it like so. Mine has the print, so maybe you want to be a little bit subtle on what you're wearing, or if it's summer, you can totally pull it off, you know, with any other outfit that you have on. But what I love is that I can turn the piece around and it looks like a completely different item. And surprisingly, it fits quite a good amount. I'll make sure to add a cutaway putting in things into the bag just so you guys can get an overview. Like I said, I've used it as a cosmetic bag, but I've also used it to carry a card holder, a lip gloss, you know, maybe a small hand sanitizer. Unfortunately, my phone, which is the 11 Pro Max, does not fit inside. But if you do have something smaller, I'm sure you can make it fit. Now, I'm sure we're all aware about this crazy trend that has been going on for quite some time of adding chains to these small leather goods. So I thought I'd jump on the bandwagon for this piece as well. And I did go ahead and order a longer chain just to give it a try and see how it would look. And I must say, I'm really surprised at how well it actually looks with this piece. I've always thought that since it's such a small piece, it would be kind of uncomfortable to wear either crossbody or on your shoulder. But as you will see in the cutaways, it actually looks pretty cute. It's always nice to know that you have the option of adding a chain. You can be completely hands-free and just carry your basic essentials. I mean, that's pretty much what you want on a night out of town anyways. So it's cool to have that option. You could wear it with the print out, or you can also turn it around and give it more of a subtle look without any of the print. I did order the chain from Amazon and it was very inexpensive. I want to say less than $10. So I'll make sure to link it down below in case you're interested in adding it to your piece. but I'm pleasantly surprised at how well it matches the actual hardware of the piece as well. And then last but not least, another option that you have is this clasp is removable from this side. So you can go ahead and hook it to the other side and wear it as a little wristlet, which I personally have had to say it's one of my favorite ways to use it. It's so small, so it doesn't get to weigh a lot. And like I said, you just basically pack your essentials and you're good to go. So there we go, guys. That is my review, what fits inside, wear and tear of this amazing little piece that Louis Vuitton gets to offer us. I do know that they are becoming more and more difficult to come across. Unfortunately, we've already touched on this topic, but canvas is one of those that is becoming more difficult to get your hands on. Obviously, you always have the pre-loved or the consignment websites that you can go through. But if you are able to add this piece to your collection, I highly, highly recommend it. Not only is it such a cute little item to have inside your handbag, but it is actually a pretty versatile piece to just have overall. So let me know if there's any other way that you might be using this little cutie that I'm unaware of. I love finding new ways to incorporate pieces into my lifestyle. So if you did enjoy the video, please remember to give me a thumbs up down below and clicking that subscribe button if you would like to see some more. As for right now, that is it for today. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Have a great day, everyone.